up, and welcome to the Manifest That Shit podcast. This is your girl, Latoya Beverly, aka your spiritual guide and business coach. This is a place where we're going to be talking about money, sex, and love, unapologetic, real, raw, uncut, and no strings attached. I'm going to be talking about how to slay, hustle, inspire, and thrive always, because that's what we do here at the Manifest That Shit podcast. So I look forward to seeing you in this upcoming episode. What is up? So it has been one epic week, you guys. And all I have to say is, if you are not living, honey, you are missing out. No freaking joke. I can't even remember the beginning of this week because I just know that, it's just all a blur. And so this week, or this month really, is October, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as we all know. So we're all going to be geared up, men and women, to be sure that our significant others, mothers, aunts, friends, whoever basically has boobs or tits, whatever you prefer, are getting checked. It's so important to have a mammogram. And so I have dedicated my time and my money with my business, both my businesses actually. So $1,000 worth of hours each went to breast cancer awareness. And so I had to have an opportunity to basically go topless and have cookies in replace of a bra, I guess you could say. But, since Hugh Hefner passed away recently, brought me just to tears. I was so sad. I'd always wanted to be on Playboy and, have my beautiful golden moment, And it's not about the sex, but I think, having my photographer, Carrie Evans, reach out to me and say, Latoya, are you free? Are you available? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. This is like my moment to shine. But I didn't even know what I was walking into. She basically told me it was for a cause, and I said, sure, I'm all about the cause. And so I made sure I dedicated my time, and I went down to CM2 Bakery and Pizzeria. And I got a good opportunity to meet some amazing women, some great survivors. My heart goes out to every single woman, whatever has gone on with their bodies, as well as men. Men are also on the rise for breast cancer. And so it's very important that for any and every reason, we all make sure we check our freaking body. We have to get comfortable with touching ourselves. I know it sounds gross, but the thing is that, well, for some people, but the thing is, you guys, keeping it real, like, if you're not involved in your body and what is going on, even your own balls, guys, like, your prostate is so important. Your health is important, right? You got to check all of these things out, even the things that are going on inside of our bodies. Like, it's just so important to go to the doctors, get checked up, get checked out. You could save your life and maybe the person who's next to you, because there's a lot of people out here who don't have the opportunity like others to have, supportive spouse. And so, yesterday's kind of topless and cookies breast cancer event, it really was helping, representing the women who were single moms and who went through breast cancer and, the whole process and journey. And basically this group, I believe it's the Singleton group, they dedicate their time and their efforts to helping single moms who are going through breast cancer and support it. And I just say, God bless. We really need more people out there who are willing to dedicate time, go out and do the grassroots level of growing not just their nonprofit organization, but getting out the education, the training, and the awareness. So I really enjoyed being topless, to be honest with you. It was a breath of fresh air in the middle of my day. I mean, I now know how men feel when their balls are hanging low. And, they're swaying side to side. It's a freeing feeling. And I got a chance to be honestly brave with all the other women that were in this photo shoot. And I felt like I was making history, And another bone I want to fucking pick with people is, what gives you the right to not be there for somebody else? The survivor who I ended up helping out the other day, she was mortified, you guys. She has gone through a double mastectomy. She's had, obviously, her whole entire body from children and births, and then having to be on national, or local television and sharing that with the world, and the surgeries and the scars. I mean, the things that this woman has gone through. I just, if I had more than enough money, you guys, I would have paid for her reconstructive surgery. And I would have found the best doctor in town. Just bought to tears. And I would have paid for this woman's reconstructive surgery so she could, get the normal look of having areolas, nipples, she could feel whole again, and until it happens to somebody close to you or around you or yourself, I don't wish this upon anybody, but it's like, until you volunteer, until you take yourself and really put yourself in someone's shoes for just a moment, do you understand the level that they are at and what they could be feeling? And I just walked her through, feeling like a goddess, doing it for her ancestors, the people who had been there and who had chose her to do this, go on this path and be on, the news and to represent for all the other women. And so I'm really hoping that Channel 12 really will give recognition and play this, play the video, because we all put our hearts and breast into it. And they did not do as they said they were going to do the other day, and not to down Channel 12, but when you have such an important message like this on top of all the negativity that's going on in the world, it really makes a huge difference to recognize the no longer the pain and the suffering and the victimizing, but recognize the heroes that are in these women who are going through this regardless of October, right? And so, it was a blast. It was such a great, great, great opportunity. And, I think it all says a lot about who gives a fuck about what our bodies look like, who cares about our skin color, our hair type, our background. It really doesn't matter. We are all humans. We're all vulnerable. We're all opening ourselves up to one another. And if we could just be real, raw, and personal, it would really make this world a better place. It would be easier to live and to do what you need to do, right? And so, I dedicated not only my time and my services, but I dedicated my programs to giving 10% of the proceeds for anybody who signs up for my 4-week, 3-month, or 6-month program. I am dedicating 10% of the proceeds to go to, of course, always child abuse and the Phoenix Children's Hospital, Hurricane Maria, Harvey, and Irma, all the hurricanes, the Las Vegas victims who have been unfortunately traumatized from the event that happened in Las Vegas with the shooting. I have said that I'm going to be not only an entrepreneur, but I am a humanitarian first. I am giving back to the human experience. It is enough that we have to be spiritual beings in human form, and that is a lot. That is a lot. Our spirits are forever alive, and our bodies are just a shell. And we have to live our fullest in spirit before we can physically really be able to take in everything that is. And so I just wanted to dedicate this special episode to all of the survivors. I was a survivor of child sexual abuse, and I was standing right next to a woman who was also a survivor of breast cancer. And I'm truly blessed to not only be able to be alive, but to be able to give back, dedicate my time and my services and my programs to giving back and knowing that what I'm doing is not only going to help so many, but it's going to be a part of changing this world. And so if you are inspired and you are looking to be a humanitarian and an entrepreneur as well, reach out to me, because we need more people who are like myself, really. People always tell me that all the time. They're like, Latoya, we need more of you, and I'm like, okay, well, you need to be more of me, right? So if that's the case, let's put your money where your mouth is, honey. So, I just had to share that really cool experience with you guys this week. And as we move into the month, and October 28th, I'll be walking at the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk. And so I will be representing and giving a $2,500 check to the American Cancer Society for this walk. So again, this money is being donated by you, the people who actually step up and, get involved. If you need spiritual guidance, if you need mindset change, productivity, if you need a business coach, again, my services are not only dedicated and committed to you, but they're also dedicated and committed to the survivors of this world. So I love you guys, and it has been an extreme pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Manifest That Shit podcast. With me, your host, Latoya Beverly. I am your spiritual guide and business coach. If you want to hear more about my services and how you can work with me one-to-one, feel free to reach out to me at manifestyourlegacy.com or follow me on IG at Manifest Your Legacy or Facebook at Manifest Your Legacy today. I so look forward to connecting with each and every single one of you and touching your soul and heart. And you know how I like it, honey. Real, raw, uncut, no bullshit, and no strings attached. Just all success and all love. So I look forward to seeing you on another episode.